What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in Warframe, and the vacuum within is finally out. I'm a little bit behind. I'll explain that in the upcoming update video about the hurricane that's going on. But as you can see right here, the newest thing, the Ghazal Complete Collection, which we're going to talk about, as well as the update. So, a couple of things here. And of course, obviously, that's given out to the band channels and media that participate in the Day 1 Access program. Yeah, okay. So, let's get right over to the good part here first. Alright, and that does look pretty awesome. So, you got your shoulder guards, your chest plate, your leg plates, your machete, which we'll talk about here. You also got the Jin Ghazal skin and the Jin as well in this complete collection bundle, which of course now I own everything, which I actually am looking at it does look pretty cool, so we'll have to play around with it, see what fits me, where it looks really best on. Obviously the Jin one goes on the Jin, but you got to figure out which Warframe I like that on, but I do like the look of it. It's not too overly complex. It's not too crazy, if you will. But there's that melee weapon. I'm loving the fact that we're just getting tons of melee in here. That just gives me lots to do. Lots to do. So I'm still on the Zenistar. But let's run up here to take a look at this. I apologize, guys, that I'm so far behind on getting some of these things out and thoughts on some of these weapons that you guys have been asking me about with the new Syndicate stuff. It just work's been crazy, and obviously for everybody that's following me, you know about the weather issues. So there that bad boy is. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty freaking awesome. Slash puncture impact. There's some definite things in here that are real interesting. So first off, let me look here at the stance. Sundering Weave is your stance. It's pretty much the only stance I have. If there's another, I don't know. So this is actually kind of a weird weapon in how it works, and just kind of talk to you about it. So with this weapon, each kill with this blade adds bonus corrosive damage to the Jin, okay, the Sentinel, and I'm sorry. Let me redo that, okay? Please bear with me. With each blade, swooping blade, if you will, basically each hit, it adds bonus corrosive damage to the Jin Sentinel's next Fatal Attraction cast. That's what I meant to say. Okay. So in turn, each Fatal Attraction cast by the Jin bestows the weapon with a period of corrosive damage. So you're just getting corrosive all over the place. So that is actually pretty cool from if you think about how that works. So you can pretty much doubling up corrosive as long as you're hitting, and it's doing the Fatal Attraction. So you got to have that mod on there. Now this is obviously in your Tenno lab in the marketplace, in your dojo. So go ahead and get that thing started building. We got the skins I'll talk about here in a minute, and I'm not going to do a lot of video footage here. I just want to talk about what's going on because. With the update, I've got a million things I've got to do, and I got one more video I want to post up tonight for you as well. But that's just an update to what's going on. Wukong and Neza Noggles have been added. Okay, let's go take a quick look at those, shall we? That means I got to add those to my collection. I need a room. I need a room that I can actually put all of these in. Like, I want a room for them. If you think I'm weird, I want a room that I can dedicate to these things. I think it would be awesome. So where is it? So you got your Wukong. I like that. That's pretty cool. I would get that because it's all about that. Thank you. Wukong. I passed it if I knew my lettering. Oh yeah. Neza. Oh yeah. This is one of my favorite frames as well, so we'll put that in there. It's in one of my top 5. Okay, so we got that now. I need a room for all these. Now, the other thing that's in here, in case you didn't quickly notice, is now you can decorate with your resources as well. So you can put these resources in here and decorate your ship with them as well. Interesting, right? Okay. So there's that. Other than that, there's a couple minor fixes, and I will look at the... Bear with me, I'll look at the appearance stuff at another point. I like this particular thing that I got going on here. So the big thing here, guys, and let's get into some video cool footage here, and then I'll just talk about the other part. Alright, so the other big thing is the vacuum within, which is where we talk about the Sentinels. Now, all the Sentinels have a passive loot vacuum, no modding required, okay? The final number is 6 meters. So they said 5 the other day, and we know the carrier was like 12, so now it's 6 meters, which, that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. I never used the vacuum or the carrier, you guys know that, so this is just a bonus for me now. To hit those certain spots that I could never reach, that were behind closed walls and stuff, which is cool. So I know that it's going to be kind of highly controversial with people that have been playing carrier forever, and now how dare they nerf it and this and that. And it's a change that was needed, and honestly, I don't know if it should be on the Sentinels at this point if you're going to change it. I think you should just pretty much just go right onto your Warframes. It's kind of an innate thing for every Warframe to have, really. I mean, that's the simplest way to look at it, right? Because now they give something else to the Sentinels over the Kubros and the Cavets, and though the pets are pretty awesome in their own right, it just seems a little bit, you know, I don't even know how to say it. But so here's what they basically have to say about that. It's been a long time coming. The highest request to change is carriers usage represents 80% of the total usage of Sentinels in this game, which honestly, and I don't want to be mean when I say it, it's kind of sad. But then again, that's just something that everybody's been taught, that this is the way to go, and that's it. And it's you can suck up all your resources and blah blah blah. And I'll be honest, guys, since I rarely use it, I never had a problem sucking getting my resources and getting ammo and all that stuff either. So it's not a big deal to me, but I understand it to others. Okay, and considering that they have 5 unique choices, they needed to balance this. So basically, the introduction, and it's an experiment. It's not the final book of this conversion. It's just the beginning. They've also mentioned that Kubro and Catvots are not off the table. They want to do what they want to do is measure this. So they want to know where the carrier sits in usage compared to the rest of the options that'll be available now, obviously. We want to calculate the release of the change that will deliver on giving Sentinels the function of vacuum and see how it affects the usage and content in the category. The results are something we'll be sharing, as it should be very interesting to everyone invested in this particular thing. The shovel in the ground will on this will apply to Sentinels first, but pets are not off the table, so it looks like they may put them in there. Now listen, guys, it's your chance to explore these other Sentinels, and I'll be honest, man, every one is pretty good. Now for me, as I've said in the past many times, Helios is my favorite. He's still going to be my favorite. He is by far superior, in my opinion, to all the other ones out there. The Jin is my next favorite after the Helios, and then I don't know, I would probably say Shade, but like, I don't really need Shade anymore. I don't need to hide myself in that respect and go invisible, because I can do that with my Loki now. I can do that through, you know, the focus system and stuff like that. So Shade's not really a huge thing. It's still nice to have on occasion, depending upon the frame. So those would be my top 3. Anyway, so they're starting with the Sentinels and get a group of content analyzed. and they'll be keeping a close eye on how it feels and the vacuum and the metrics and the distribution of the usage over time. Um, they don't want everybody to use the carrier, and I can get it. I can get it. You know, you just there's so many other options and choices out there. They'll share some of these results along the way here as soon as even Friday's dev stream. The carrier precepts have been automatically changed to ammo case, which now increases ammunition capacity and converts ammo pickups into ammo for the currently equipped weapon after a short delay. Actually, I think that's pretty good, right? So you can keep your bullet sponge going just by having the carrier. That's pretty awesome in my opinion, in terms of that. But that's basically what it is. So, and then, like I said, we have the complete collection, the Gazal collection, which interacts, the machete interacting with the Jin, and the Jin interacting with the machete. So those are things that I want to look into, and get some content out on. Again, I will be making another video shortly, kind of going over real life issues and Hurricane Matthew that's coming this way. So just stay tuned for that for anyone that's interested. Just so you can find out. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be a few days, guys, without the ability to create Warframe content or almost any content, maybe limited from my cell phone. We'll see if I even have available cell coverage, depending upon how this goes. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in next episodes.